have a couple filmmaking questions for you, but particularly the shot where you fly out of that windshield.
Yes.
I know there's digital effects there, but what are they doing? Because there's actually a shot of you like slow-mo flicking Seth off. As
Yes.
how do they do all that shot? It's incredible.
So we took, as if it was me, our stunt coordinator, JJ, who's incredible, he took out the passenger seat of the car. They put a plank down. They took out the windshield of the car. Seth was actually driving, slowly, but moving. And they blocked off a street in like rural Georgia, and we did it with me like squished up in the back seat, and then I would use the seat to push myself through the windshield, and I ended like halfway out, kind of, and then he would stop, and
That's
then
amazing.
our incredible stunt double Mandy did the actual.
They had a person fly out of the car?
Oh yeah, she's insane.
She got really messed up.
She doubled me and Chloe, which I really like to point out because I'm like, we're visually the same.
I want to ask you how they did the phone cord thing though, because that shot is in the trailer.
So funny.
Is it really you flying back?
I did it and she did it. They just put it's a jerk vest, so you wear like a harness, and they just like yank you really hard.
That's amazing. Do you land on a cushion?
No, you land on the ground.
Chloe's game for anything. She's really,
Yeah.
Well, after Kick-Ass,
really-
she could do anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
come on.
kind of a
The
psycho.
POV shot was the best shot of all time. That
Thanks,
shot still
man.
blows my mind. Matt Vaughn is amazing. In the trailers, Red Band footage, this didn't end up in the movie. Your dad is LL Cool J.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm wondering, first of all, when you shot those scenes, I can't really get into what's in those scenes, but you shot those scenes, they didn't make it in the film, but what were those scenes like, and why do you think they cut that part out?
I don't know. Maybe because it's weird just watching like a daughter and her dad just like play with her sex toy. It was really just like us going back and forth and him like picking up all of my sex toys and being like, "What is this?" And it's like it's a giant. Like what do you see what it is?
Now, you might have some of the best coughing I've ever heard in a film my entire life, and I'm wondering, did you just have to do coughing ADR and looping your coughs?
No,
How many takes is that?
I did no looping. I'm asthmatic, so I think
Oh, wow.
a lifetime of experience. But you can ask them.
Asthmatic? I really know how to
You
cough.
really-
know how to
you're
cough.
method on
Those
this.
lungs really know what they're doing. But we would do it on the wides, and then sometimes when it was like Chloe's coverage or Kiersey's coverage, I wouldn't do it just because it like really hurts your throat and with the smoking. But no looping at all. No ADR at all. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean,
You did a great job. Now, I want to ask you, obviously, you started off really pretty heavily in R-rated movies with Kick-Ass, was amazing. And I'm wondering, like, as somebody, you've gotten older in the business and done more movies now, do you like the R-rated environment versus the PG-13 environment? Do you have more fun in either one?
I mean, I think, they're both there for different reasons. And I think, it's always fun to be able to push the boundaries and go farther with R-rated because you have to hold yourself back.
Sure.
But even in an R-rated movie, I mean, we're still like censoring ourselves in certain areas where we would just start using too many F-bombs. And then Nick would be like, we get it, it's R-rated, but like still keep it friendly. So I mean, I think it depends on the movie, it depends on the script, and if it actually does help it and it makes it more funny or whatever it is, then yeah.
One thing that blew my mind was the idea that sororities can't throw parties. I did not know that. I actually looked it up afterwards. I thought it was a plot point, but it really wasn't. That's a real thing. This idea of sexism in the film, the message is there, and I loved it. And it wasn't shoved down our throats. It was part of the storyline, and it worked. I'm wondering, can you compare that element at all to being actresses in Hollywood? And is there a similarity? Do you see? I know there is. It's an obvious question, but do you feel similar elements there in regards to that?
Definitely. I mean, once you get to a certain age as a woman in Hollywood, they kind of make you feel like you gotta stop partying. Like all of a sudden, your last movie, you were someone's love interest or wife or whatever, and then the next you're playing their freaking mom or grandma, and it's like, how did I go from being your girlfriend to now, because I'm this age, I'm playing your mother?
That's
or
interesting.
it's like, I get a lot of superhero movies coming my way, but it's like, I'm never being asked to be the superhero. So I was like,
What do you ask?
Like the love interest of the superhero. And the issue is not asking them to be the love interest. The issue is that where are the female superhero movies?
Oh.
Where are the female superheroes?
All right.
We're not partying. Why?
That's a good point.